Hey, this is Blastzone Mike. What's going on tonight? It's a normal 9 o'clock hour for us to sit and talk and bullshit and listen and all kinds of different people. Last night we had Victor Miller on. That was a great show, and excited about everything else after this. Tonight I have Don Cobra on from LA Cobra. He's from South Africa. Right now it is 4 a.m. there, and we're going to talk to him. So let's see if everybody can hear him and everything. Hey, Don, what's going on?
Hey, Mike, how are you? Thanks for inviting me for this interview. Can you
Great,
hear me
man.
clearly? Everybody can hear me. Greetings from South Africa.
Okay, everything's good, people, so we're good to go. Okay, so, yeah, Don's from South Africa. He plays in LA Cobra, and they're a glam band. To me, that sounds unusual to be from South Africa and have a glam band. So I want to find out how all that ended up happening.
Well, in 2005, my friends actually had a band called The Terrorists, which was like a political punk band. And then they needed a vocalist. And I was in another band, and I had the hair and the looks, and I wanted to start like a South African glam band because there weren't um, much of those kind of bands around at the time.
Oh, wow.
And then I got the job as a singer, and then we started, and then called it LA Cobra. So a lot of people think it's like Los Angeles Cobra, but it's actually Long African Cobra.
What's Long Africa mean?
Long African Cobra. So it means we have a long, big cobra.
Oh, okay.
Long,
So,
long
so,
African Cobra. Yeah.
so it's like a sexual thing. It's like a
Yeah,
schlong.
it's a sexual thing.
Oh,
Schlong African Cobra.
ah.
No, we can call SA Cobra, Schlong African Cobra.
Hold on 1 second. JP. Okay, I'll talk to you later, man. I hope everything's going okay. Shit, you're in the ER, man. That sucks. I'll message you later and find out what's going on. Um, Good luck with that too, JP. So so we got long African schlong. Okay, so that's what LA Cobra means. It don't mean Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
is there a lot of places for a band like yourself to play in South Africa?
Yeah, like it grew. There's a lot of places countrywide and also in our neighboring countries. We've got some huge festivals with like 40,000 people in attendance.
What are those? Where
Um,
are you talking about? Where are those at?
there's one huge festival. It's a festival running, if I remember correctly, since 1996. It's called Opikopi,
Opie
and it's in
Kopi?
the Opikopi, yeah.
Okay.
It's in the African bush in the Northwest province, and they've got huge rock bands like they've had Caesar, what's the other band called? Bullet for My Valentine, Green Day, and all of those bands playing there in the past. So everybody, if you're out of school, it's like Cancun. All the kids, well, not kids, but teenagers and 18-year-olds go there to get drunk, you get fucked up in the bush. But it's like one big community. Everybody loves rock and roll and have a good time.
So when you're talking about the bush, or you know, when I think of Africa, okay, this is just me because I'm from America, so you got to overlook me, okay? When I think of Africa, I think of a lot of indigenous people that live in like these little houses and they kill food and they eat and stuff like that. Is that how the bush is?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
This is just, well, there are, well, I won't say there's indigenous people anymore. Everything is a lot civilized here these days.
Mm.
Um, I still have the Khoisan. They are up in the Kalahari Desert and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the original indigenous people. The Khoisan, they got that click. The
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Khoisan. So they were the original hunter-gatherers. But these days, Africa is like every city, or South Africa at least, not Africa, because I was in Ethiopia recently, and that looks like a shithole.
Hey
South
Joey,
Africa
good to see you, man.
is well developed, and we've got a good infrastructure.
Well, we'll get back to Africa in a minute. Let's talk about more about LA Cobra. So you got together in 2005. You totally changed the sound to a glam band. So did everybody change their look too to go along with that glam? The glam sound.
Definitely did. Made our hair big, more leather, more lace.
So how did? Okay, so how many? We're in 2017 now. So have you all been the same four members since the beginning?
No, unfortunately not. It's only me and the drummer since the beginning. And we had a curse in our band. All our bassists' girlfriends got pregnant, and then they had to quit.
No,
it's like a curse. So we probably had like 7 bassists. I'm not even joking. All of them girlfriends got pregnant.
Oh my God! So is your bass player now worried that his girlfriend might get pregnant?
I'll make him use condoms.
I'll make him use condoms. That's funny shit. So now, how many releases have you done since then?
Well, it's been a hard time because we did our first release in 2007. Actually, 10 years ago, yeah. Almost to the date, eh? On 28th of January, it will be 10 years to the date that we released our first album.
Wow.
So we did that, and just after that, our lead guitarist on that album had to resign. We're still best friends. He had to just do some stuff and get stuff ready. So we got another lead guitarist, John Strong. He's the guy who plays on How Much Snake Can We Take? And we toured, and in 2009 we started recording the second album, How Much Snake Can You Take, which we released in 2010. And since then, John left to the UK. He moved over there. Then we had a hard time getting the band together because then we lost a bassist and a lead guitarist. And in 2013, we found the lead guitarist and bassist that we have currently. And then we've been just touring on the old material and started to write new material that we're going to release now. So now we're busy with our third studio album, which will be out hopefully at the end of next month.
What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called Shotgun Slinger.
Shotgun Slinger. Cool.
Yeah.
Is there a meaning?
A dangerous girl.
A dangerous girl.
Yeah, she's a shotgun slinger. No, she aims for your heart and she freaking destroys it. Like each and every girl in every town, there's one of those, you know. They're good looking, they are attractive, but they just out there to break you.
Oh, cool.
In a bad way.
Yeah. The groupies, man.
Yeah, the groupies, you know.
That's the scene, I guess. I've always been a big glam fan. I grew up in the 80s. I'm a child of glam. Motley Crue, Pretty Boy Floyd, Enough's Enough, you name it. They were all my favorite bands. Were you into that type of music the whole time, or was this something that you like, did different? Hey, Michael. Hey, Mark. Hey, Peggy. Go ahead.
And when I started, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I started in 1994, I was 9 years old, and the song that really captured me why I'm doing what I'm doing today was Metallica, from their Garage Days album, Am I Evil? When I heard that, I was like 9 years old, and I was like, this shit is insane, I've got to do this. And then eventually stuff progressed, and it was 1994, then all of a sudden Metallica Load was up, and then I kind of lost interest in them, and then I only discovered Deep Purple and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, and it went on until Motley Crue. Motley Crue, Skid Row, Pretty Boy Floyd. Actually, cool thing about Pretty Boy Floyd, a couple of years ago on our second album, we were in the talks with Christy Majors. He was maybe going to do a guest solo on our album.
Oh, nice.
But I never realized, but it would have been really cool if it did. And John Tarabi as well. It was in the talk, like to have a guest solo on that album.
That's crazy, man. You know, you said that you love Metallica, but your music's nothing like Metallica. It's more like Freeway Floyd or something like that. So that's the kind of point I was trying to get to is what made you want to do glam instead of that sound of Metallica?
Well, Metallica basically planted the seed for me to pick up a guitar and learn how to play it. You know?
Oh, okay.
But then eventually everything progressed, and at a certain time in space here in South Africa, if you play metal, it's too hardcore. You'll have less of a crowd. You know, there's that whole typical Van Halen thing. But if you play glam like Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, you get the guys and the girls to come to the shows. And you're like in the middle ground of metal. You know, it's a popular metal. And everybody came to the shows, like the girls, the guys, elder people, because the guys who were born in the 80s who did some Twisted Sister and Guns N' Roses covers. So it was quite a big thing, getting everyone there. There was no band like that at the time. Well, there still was not a band like that, like the 80s rock and roll glam band, pure glam band in South Africa. There are some punk influenced bands that are 80s dressed inspired, but the music is not 80s rock, you know.
I see. So let me ask you this. So as far as music goes, like if you go to a store where you're from, do you all have record stores or do you have Walmarts or what? How is it that you all get music? I mean, is there record labels actually in South Africa that print the music, or does it come over from the United States, UK? I mean, how's that all work?
Obviously, we do have Universal South Africa, Sony South Africa, BMG, Gallo. Everyone's got a franchise here. And they do obviously import the stuff from overseas. Like I remember having a Kill 'Em All album from Metallica, but it was printed in South Africa.
Wow.
Through the channels and stuff. But we do have Top CD, and it's a CD franchise. And we did have Look and Listen, which is also a huge franchise selling CDs, like a record store, countrywide. And obviously there's some independent dealers. But most of the big artists, or South African artists, meaning guys who sing in Afrikaans, which is our language, which is similar to Dutch, they get signed to the labels because the glam band for them is not so profitable in South Africa. Because there is a market, but it's not big enough for the whole market of, say, 9 million Caucasian people, you know. And then you get, obviously, your African people who play African music, tribal, Kwanto, which is like dance, hip-hop, that kind of shit, which I really don't admire.
So where do you get most of your music? Do you get it as an import, or do you get, you know?
Well, iTunes, I get my music. iTunes and Amazon and Google Play.
So you're more of a digital person than an actual hard copy type person?
Well, at the moment, yeah. Some of the big franchises closed down, but since 1999 until about 2010, I would buy actually a CD from one of those album stores called Look and Listen. They used to import all the rare metal albums as well. And they had like Wasp and like name it, all the Wasp DVDs and stuff. So I bought my albums there. They were quite expensive because said imported by Look and Listen. So it was like at the time $30 an album.
Damn.
Which was 10 rand for $1. So it was quite expensive, like 300 rand an album.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So Now, as far as concerts and stuff like that, um, do you all get like real big concerts that come over there and things like that?
Yeah, we had Iron Maiden coming here last year. Um, they had about, only in Johannesburg, they had about 40,000 people in attendance. And the year before, in 2013, we had Metallica and Bon Jovi coming here. And it was so funny, actually, the night after the Bon Jovi show,
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber was playing the same venue.
The same night? Was that
no, the night after that?
The night after?
Yeah, and we were standing in the queue for Bon Jovi, and this dad with these two little girls and this little boy and the mom, they were holding hands, walking in a different direction because we were standing in a long queue.
Mm-hmm.
They were walking out, and the dad said to the mom or someone, "I told you it's fucking tomorrow night."
Oh, that's crazy. So who had more people?
Well, I'd say Bon Jovi had about 65,000 people.
65,000 people?
Yeah, probably 65. 60, say something between 50 and 60,000 people.
Are you reading the comment?
Foo Fighters also had a huge crowd. Also about 70,000 in attendance.
Cora said, back to that question about music you don't buy, and she said, yes, that's expensive. And she said, wow. Thanks, Michael Kelly, for sharing, letting everybody blow this video up. It's going great. As far as that goes, that's just wild, man. That 65,000 people for a show. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy. We had one concert here called the Coca-Cola Fest or something, the Coke Fest.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds actually like it should be in Colombia, the Coke Fest.
Yeah.
It was hosted by Coca-Cola, and they had like Metallica, Cedar, what's the other band, Collective Soul, Tank, and there were also about, let's say, 70,000 people in attendance, and they ran out of beer. It was chaos.
What's it?
So yeah, when the lineup is good, they gather a good crowd, you know.
What's the cost for you to for a basic ticket to go to the show?
Something between, I'd say, $50 and $80 for a show. I remember Eagles was here, and their tickets were quite expensive.
Oh,
their tickets were like probably about $90.
Oh, okay. Everybody who's watching, again, this is Don Cobra from the band LA Cobra from South Africa. It's 4 a.m. there now, and he's like we're fixing to get into it here in a minute, but he don't even know where he's at right now. I don't think. He said he was completely wasted last night and has a hangover. Now this guy's got to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, it's 4 o'clock there, people. He's doing this just for you all can hear what he's got to say. Again, Don Cobra from LA Cobra, a glam band from South Africa. We're talking about stuff in South Africa for you people that are here in the United States and other places that might want to know about, South Africa. When we do these things, Don, we do it to know more about the people like yourself and music, but, we want to know about your culture too, because a lot of us, like I said, South Africa, we think about the bush and we think about a bunch of wild animals and, things like that. And, I guess Johannesburg's probably your biggest city, right?
Well, according to the municipality, Pretoria, the city I stay in, is the biggest municipal city in Africa.
Uh-huh.
But Johannesburg is quite big. I won't say it's not big. It's actually connected to Pretoria now because it's like one big city. There's no open spaces. It's like one huge city like New York and Brooklyn, you know.
So,
but it's just different municipalities. That's why it's called Johannesburg and Pretoria, not just one big city.
So,
but we're all in a province called Gauteng, and Gauteng is basically connected.
So, what do you all do over there? I mean, what, like, say for instance, what's a weekend for you? A Friday and Saturday night. Why would you? If this is Friday night, well, it'll be Friday. It's Friday night for you now. Friday now, or it's Friday now for you, right? Or is it Saturday?
Yeah.
What is it over there, Friday or Saturday?
Friday morning.
Okay.
Friday morning.
So this is the start of your Friday. What would you do on a Friday and Saturday night over there?
Well, usually, if we don't have any gigs, we'll have a barbecue, get some fillet steaks on the grill, barbecue and drink and listen to heavy metal. Or we'll go to some clubs, rock and roll clubs, and go check out if there's a cool band playing. And obviously, if we don't play any shows, but tomorrow night I'm going to a rock and roll wedding.
A rock and roll wedding?
Cool. Yeah, the theme is like dress up like rock and roll. You bring your own booze. They supply the food, and we're gonna bring rock and roll. Hopefully.
So it's BOYB, huh?
Yeah, bring your own booze. It's not usually like that, but my friend decided he's gonna do something different. You know?
Cool. So, as far as alcohol goes, what kind of stuff do y'all drink over there? Do y'all drink like the Kentucky bourbon and Tennessee whiskey, or what is it?
Yeah, we do. But I love Jack Daniels, and it's one of my favorite drinks. And obviously Jägermeister. I don't know if you guys know Jägermeister.
Oh yeah.
It's a lethal drink.
Anybody know? You all know Jägermeister, right? And we all know what Jack Daniels is, right?
Yes, that's so evil. When I was in Switzerland for my show, people drank the Jägermeister with ice in a glass, so we drink it at shot. So it was like quite weird for me. But yeah, we drink beer, whiskey, scotch, and bourbon, and obviously you get the lethal ones like vodka and some spirits as well, you know. But in general, the South African drinks brandy and Coke.
Oh, really?
That's a South African drink, brandy and Coke.
My favorite thing to drink, when I drink, there's two things I like to drink. Hey, David, what's going on? Michael, JD, Jack Daniels is great. Gaga Master, yuck, yeah, well, I used to drink Jaeger, but it kills my guts. So what I usually drink now is I drink Blacktooth Grin, which is Coke and Jack. Coke and Crown Royal, I'm sorry. It's Crown Royal and Coke. And I drink Bloody Marys. So.
Oh, Bloody Marys is a good one, yeah. I love them too.
You know, so that's what I usually drink. My wife, she likes to drink Wild Turkey 101, and we ain't drinking forever, man. If I was in Africa, we'd go out and get drunk with you anyway, but you know. You know?
Yeah, we must definitely do it.
You know, but South Africa is a long ways from the United States, so.
Yeah, it's about a 19-hour flight.
If
you fly direct, but if you have stopovers, it could take you almost 2 days to get there.
Cobra, who's on the video feed, said, brandy and Coke, never heard of that before. So that's something.
Brandy is like made from grapes as well, like wine.
Oh.
And then mix it with ice and Coke. Yeah, it's like cognac. Cognac is a very cheap cognac. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And as far as food wise, you all eat the same kind of food, or how's that? What's your all's culture as far as food goes?
Well, South Africa is known as the big red meat eaters, so we eat steaks and fillets, and obviously we make hamburgers, but in general the culture is there's something here called boerewors, which is like sausage made by the Boers, the old Dutch settlers.
Mm-hmm.
And they eat sausage with something called pap. Pap is like maize.
Okay, but what's the sausage made out of?
Beef.
Oh, beef,
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the best red meat here in South Africa. And obviously, there's some people. The hunting culture is widely spread. So there's some people who goes hunting and they make their own. It's like we call it biltong, similar to beef jerky. They make their own beef jerky.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
sausage,
yeah. I've seen that before. There's a company over here in the United States who makes that stuff, makes that kind of beef jerky. That
yeah.
he's from South Africa, and he started a company over here, and he makes it. He makes that kind of stuff too. So yeah, I know what you're talking about there.
That's huge over here. If you have a barbecue, where everybody gathers around for a Saturday watching rugby. Rugby is like the big sports here. Like you guys watch football, then they will have like plates full of biltong, the dried meat, and snacks. You know?
Cora asked a question. She said, "Do you all eat any local meat animals, and what are they?"
Local meat animals. Please read again.
She said, "Do you eat any local meat animals, and what are they?"
Well, it's mostly beef, locally produced and stuff.
I think she's talking about like chickens and chicken, deer.
Yeah, yeah, definitely chicken and deer. But there's one huge butchery here that makes game meat. They process it. So you can buy game sausage, game biltong, game steaks.
Tiger.
She said tiger, lions. You all eat tiger and lions?
No.
No.
I'll get super angry if people eat tiger or lions or elephants or giraffes. You know, those are the kind of animals that must be protected.
She said, do you all still eat monkey brains over there?
No, not yet.
No.
No, we're not into that. We only eat deer, beef, and chickens. You know.
She said they eat bobcats.
No, she said we eat
bobcats.
Yeah, she says she eats bobcats.
Where's Cora from?
Where are you at? Where are you from, Cora? I'm not exactly sure. I know you're one of my friends, but I got 5,000 friends. She said it was a delicacy in the 80s. Bobcat.
Yes, I don't know about that, about bobcats over here. People eating it.
She's talking about. She said here in Kentucky, where I live, we ate bobcat. That's weird.
Oh, really?
She
that's
said.
Really weird because as far as I know, like the meat from wildcats is very tough meat, you know.
Very tough meat. She said it was a delicacy here back in the day, and they're delicious. No 80s, the monkey brains in Africa. Oh, she said in the 80s they used to eat monkey brains in Africa.
Probably up in Africa, like Ethiopia, one of those countries.
Ethiopia or something like that, he says.
Nigeria or somewhere there, because those guys, I don't want to diss anyone, but one day we were on a game farm, and these guys, African guys, like real African guys, not African guys. They took a tortoise and said they're gonna make tortoise soup out of this, and we were like, no, you can't eat this. You must protect it. No, it's good. They said. So eventually, we saved the tortoise from them, but hopefully they didn't went and caught it again because they're not so fast.
So are you a animal person? Is that what you? I mean, are you an animal type activist type person when it comes to like the wilder animals and type things like that, or?
Well, I won't say I'm an activist, but I'm totally against animal cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like people hurting any animals. I'm not against hunting as long as it's ethical hunting, There's some people from overseas that comes here and they hunt lions, but it's not fair game. Obviously, they hunt the lions in cages,
Yeah.
They shot the lion. So I'm against that kind of thing. But if you're an ethical hunter, I eat meat myself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing it ethically and you hunt your deer and you slaughter it, it's your own meat.
Mm-hmm.
We're all men. Then it's cool, But I don't like animals to suffer and stuff like that.
I think Africa has some of the most beautiful animals in the world. We'll talk about one of them in a minute. But she said local boys go out and hunt them bobcat. It's tender and juicy and sweet. So that's what she said about bobcats. But this is one thing I got to know about. Okay,
Okay.
you all have some of the most deadliest snakes in the world, right?
Yeah, we do.
Do they actually? I've seen them on on TV. There's like this guy who has this show called Snake City, and it's there in Africa. It's an African show, South African show, and he goes and he gets these snakes and he takes them back and he don't kill them or anything. So do you actually have snakes that crawl up in your all's houses and like
No,
sit there or what?
very rarely you'll get a snake. If you get a snake, where I live in a suburban area, they're called brown house snakes. They're usually very tiny and they're not venomous at all. So they eat mice and well, they're too small to eat rats. So just eat mice and lizards and stuff in general. But if you go to the farms, like outside of the city, in certain regions, you'll get poisonous snakes. As you know, my cousin Gabriel in Ireland.
Yeah, I know Gabriel.
I was in the bush and we were walking down this little hill, and then he actually noticed I was about to step on a puff adder.
Oh wow!
Puff adder is like a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Almost. I almost stepped on it, but he whispered to me, and I said, "Gabriel, you don't fucking whisper in the bush when you're about to step on a snake. You yell at me."
That's funny. But you like snakes yourself because I've seen some pictures of you with boa constrictor, wasn't it?
Yeah,
or a python?
I do like them. They fascinate me. It's like an animal that's it's beautiful, but it's dangerous as well, and that danger from them fascinates me because one strike on your hand and you cannot play guitar again.
Yeah. Cora said.
I don't own any snakes, but I'm really fascinated by them.
Cora said Ethiopia. That's what she was talking about. Section of Africa, the Newsweek years ago ran the article. She wasn't sure where Ethiopia was compared to where you're at. That's the reason why she asked the question. But let's get back on to the music thing again. So you're gonna release this new album this year, correct? It's gonna be on CD.
Yes.
Will it be on CD or just digital?
It's gonna be on CD. It's gonna be on all the digital platforms.
Okay.
And we're gonna try and do a special run on vinyl.
Oh, you're gonna do vinyl too?
Yeah, we want to do it, but only a little bit later on, so we can generate some funds and print vinyls.
Is
expensive to do vinyl.
Is vinyl popular over there?
Yeah, it became popular recently with some South African rock bands. Meaning South African rock bands, it's bands that sing in Afrikaans, they don't sing in English.
Oh.
Which is similar to Dutch. And these guys make a cool living out of it as well. It's a cool, nice to have collectible item. And no one can copy it. Everyone can copy a CD, but no one can copy a vinyl. So it's quite cool.
As everybody knows, I have a record label. I'm going to be my vinyl is going to be coming out this year. Some of it. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out. Gabriel, who he's talking about, his cousin, has helped me do some of the covers and get them together for me. Great guy, lives over in Ireland, and that's his cousin he's talking about. It became big here again. I think the news said like 2 months ago. Now here in the USA, yeah, vinyl's really big, really big. It's bigger than CDs in the United States. It still hadn't took over digital, but it is one of the biggest forms of media that people buy now. Don, it's crazy. Me and my wife went into a FIE. It's a store, it's a music store. And this has been like, I don't know, a year or so ago when we went in there. And my wife's a big Taylor Swift fan. And I like Meghan Trainor. I won't deny I like Meghan Trainor. And we were looking for that on vinyl. And we went and asked the lady. And at this time, Dawn, let me tell you, they only had this one little section of vinyl, okay? I mean, a little teeny-weeny section of vinyl. And so we asked her, and she said, we can't keep that in stock. I'm like, you can't keep it in stock? She says, no, the little 12 and 13-year-old girls come in and buy it up. So it's crazy. So then we were fast forward to FYE a year later. They got a bigger section of vinyl than they do CDs now. It's funny.
Yeah, definitely. I was in Sweden last year. I was staying with Peter from Cash Diet, Peter London.
Oh, really?
Staying at his house. Yeah, I stayed with him. And obviously, they are doing very well with their records and their vinyls and all the Crash Diet vinyls and stuff were released. Actually, I bought a vinyl from him, the Rest in Steve vinyl. But
actually, I have that vinyl too. I have the
it's a great record. I love it.
I got mine from oh crap, what's his name? The one from Sweet Creature. What's his name?
Oh, Martin.
Yeah, he sent me that Rest in Sleeves, and he sent me Sweet Creature. And the cool thing about it, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the cool thing about it, I thought they were sold out of the color vinyl of the Rest in Sleeves, and I got the extra color vinyl version of it. So I was pretty excited about it.
Actually, I haven't opened mine. Mine is still sealed. I wanted to open it, and I'm like, nah, I'll save this one.
Man, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, Don. Put it on your record player and listen to it, man. It is so beautiful. Are you still there?
I want to, but I don't want to open it. But yes, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Hello? Yeah, me and you got something. Me and you got something in common. I'm a big Crash Diet fan.
Yeah, no, they're awesome, man. They're awesome guys. They're so kind. They treated me so nice. I went there for the Rest in Sleeves festival.
Oh, okay.
And then we just partied a bit. And he showed me Stockholm. But he took me to that record store, that vinyl store, which was, there's even the new Motley Crue, the final tour on vinyl there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which is like in the top 10, and I couldn't believe it. In South Africa, you'll never get Motley Crue and all of those kind of bands. I think there was Megadeth on vinyl, Rust in Peace.
Oh, wow.
Everything was in vinyl in that store. And I was so amazed. It's like, how the hell does this happen? How do you get your country to buy metal? So much metal. And it's like, it's just a culture, It's what's huge there in Stockholm. It's like the rock, I would say the whole rock genre from, what's that guy? Jethro Tull, fucking black metal. You'll find that on vinyl over there.
So did you spend a fortune on vinyl while you were there?
Unfortunately, I didn't. I spent a fortune on booze.
On booze.
On booze, yeah. Booze and béarnaise sauce.
And what?
But the béarnaise sauce is like a local sauce they have there, which you get with your food, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully I'll go back soon, and then I will prepare better and buy some vinyls. But the thing was, also couldn't travel with them. I didn't have something nice to keep them safe. So next time I'll take a hard cover to pack away the vinyls neatly. No, I don't want them to get damaged when traveling. You know how the airlines handle your luggage.
Oh yeah, you need to come to the United States, man.
I really want to. I'm actually going on tour with the artist from the United States now in March. I don't know if you remember. Well, he's a South African guy, but he moved to Las Vegas 10 years ago. His name is Duncan Fora. He used to play in Rabbit and the Bay City Rollers.
Oh, really?
I don't remember them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bay City Rollers.
Yeah, it was a guy who replaced the original vocalist from the Bay City Rollers.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going on tour with him on his South African tour. I'm going to play bass for him. He's one of my good friends. I was in his band when I was 19 years old. And we always stayed in contact. And he was actually in a band with Trevor Rabin from Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Trevor Rabin started out in the same band, and they got huge. They were called Rabbit in the 70s in South Africa. They were like the Beatles of South Africa.
Oh, wow.
And then Trevor moved overseas. He got the gig in Yes, and Duncan got the gig with the Bay City Rollers.
That's awesome, man. So now you just need to come to the United States.
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. We actually did one of his songs on our new album, so hopefully he will get it through the channels and get someone to get us there. I'd love to do the States,
Yeah, that'd be great,
This is
man, for
very
you to come
thankful.
over here. There's a lot of
Very
people
thankful.
that would enjoy your music over here. You know.
Yeah, if you can hook us up with someone that we can negotiate a tour with, we'd love to do the new album there.
Speaking of that, everybody, you want to listen to a song from LA Cobra? What should I play?
I think you should play Stray Cat.
Stray Cat, okay. I shall do so. This is LA Cobra, Stray Cat. And that was Stray Cat by LA Cobra. They also do We're Not Gonna Take It, right?
Yeah, we do. We're Not Gonna Take It. We also have done the Final Countdown, a cover on that album.
I don't have.
On the new album, we will have a cover because I always say this next song is about the camel toe, and then we do a cover of Baby Makes a Blue Jeans talk. You know, so that's what camel toes do.
Oh, cool. I'll play a little bit of We're Not Gonna Take It, okay?
Awesome.
Okay. Here's their version of We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister.
We're not gonna take it. No, we're gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We've got the right to live. There is no way we live. This is our life. This is our song. We'll fight the domination. Don't think your destiny gone. You don't know us. You don't belong. We're not gonna take it. No, we're gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Oh, you're so gonna.
That was We're Not Gonna Take It, the Twisted Sister song, and LA Cobra did that. And what album is that on, or is that on an album?
That was just a special release we did with a collaboration of a guitarist. His name is Louis Lick. We did a little collaboration with him in 2012, and we decided why not record the song. So he's still gonna release it in the future, but for now we're just focusing on the new album, getting that out before we need to go and tour with some new material.
Cora said that was good, and Joey said he liked it. Okay. As far as
Joey
and Cora, so
sorry, did it yet?
Nothing.
No,
Cora said it was a good song too. Cora is the other person that said she liked it. So as far as that goes, man, you know, when I was listening to music earlier, because I was listening to it for a while today, and I was trying to figure out what it was that it reminded me of, and I figured it out. You have a little bit of Stephen Pearcy in you.
I do. I fucking love him from Red.
Yeah, you got a little bit of Stephen Pearcy in there, man. And I have to say, that's really good, man. You know, if you ever decide you want to do another cover, you might want to do a rat song.
I'd love to do a rat song, round and round, round and round. That would be freaking awesome.
Look, he's already starting to sing for you all.
Have you heard the new Skid Row vocalist is also South African?
No, I haven't listened to him yet. Is he any good?
Yeah, he's very good, very talented. I'm very proud to have a South African in Skid Row. I spoke to him last week, and I asked him, dude, I told him, dude, you make me proud. And he says, fucking cool, man. And we spoke a little bit, but I'm really proud to have a South African.
Now, I might be wrong. I might be wrong here, but I do believe I'm right. And if I'm wrong, people, I'm sorry. Isn't Freddie Mercury from there?
No, I think he's from Barcelona.
I thought he was from South Africa.
No. What's a guy called? It's the Raven is from over here.
Uh-huh.
Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews is also from South Africa.
Really?
I was born here. Then his family moved to the States.
I never knew it. So
Cedar is also a South African band.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So if people want to come check out more LA Cobra or pick up a CD or T-shirt or whatever the case might be, how can they do that?
They can visit our website, www.lacobra.co.za.
Can you say that one more time? Can you say that last part one more time?
www.lacobra.co.za.
Oh, ZA. Okay. COZA. That was COZA. Or you could just do a search on your search engine and put in LA Cobra and it'll probably come up too, right?
Yeah, they can also at the moment message me on Facebook. We're in the how shall I say, in progress of getting an online shop ready. We're also going to do some new T-shirts and stuff, and some other cool merchandise that's going to be released with our new album. We're also in the process of getting our own beer, our own LA Cobra beer.
Oh wow, that'll be cool.
That will be a little while in the next 6 months or so. We want to have our own beer out.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. That'd be awesome. I got a beer behind me right here, and it's I haven't drank it. It's the only reason I got it is because it says black masking on it, and it's got like this devil with devil horns, and it's got a record player. That's the only reason I bought it. I don't drink beer, so that's the only reason I bought it. But yeah, that's cool that you're gonna have your own beer. Now, as far as shirt sizes, do you all do all the normal small, large, extra large, bigger sizes too?
Yeah, we definitely do. Like we cater for the whole variety from extra small to extra large.
Okay, great.
And also, we're going to print some ladies' shirts as well. So ladies will have a nice cut shirt and a nice fitted shirt as well.
Cool. Well, we'll probably, what we'll do, Don, is when the CD comes out and stuff, we'll probably have you back on. That way you can promote it. And, maybe you can give a few away or, some stuff like that. How's that sound?
That's awesome. That's a deal. We'll be in contact and I'll send you like a package that someone can maybe win or something that you can give away.
All right. Sounds good, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
Yeah, the Sweden Rock Fest. We're up in the voting list for one of the band to play at the Sweden Rock Fest. So we please need everyone to vote for us. If we get the Sweden Rock Fest, we'll embark on a whole Scandinavian tour to Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. So please, people who need your votes, we need to show them some South African please medal.
Explain to everybody. I know what you're talking about. I know what Sweden Rock is. But if you can't explain to everybody what Sweden Rock is and how long you got to be able to get your votes in and stuff and how you're doing in the voting and stuff, tell them all about that.
Well, I'm not sure what the results are for the voting, but the first round of voting closes today on the 27th of January at 5 p.m. Swedish time. So Sweden Rock I think it's one of the biggest festivals in Scandinavia. I think this year the headlining band is Aerosmith. playing there, which is very cool. And we want to be part of it, and we got a huge following there since recent events. But obviously we do need the votes to go and play there so that people can see that the Sweden rock team is not wasting their efforts. So, but we need all the support from all over the world because it can just get the international eye on us and maybe help in future with the USA tour and the South American tour, maybe Japanese tour. So that would be very cool for us. And then I don't have to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning anymore.
What is it you do over there, by the way?
I work for the government. I'm working in finances, doing payments of construction,
Oh, cool.
Of government buildings and stuff. Yeah, I'm connected in that field.
Okay, cool, man. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. It was great to know a little bit about your culture and what goes on over there in South Africa. When you go to this party, this wedding this week, think of us and have a drink for us.
Definitely will.
And we'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay there
Looking forward to meet you guys one day.
Stay there.
Take care, America.
Hey, Don, just stay there for 1 second, okay? Just hold on 1 second for me, okay? This Blastzone Mike, I'm going to let you all go tonight. Don't forget tomorrow is Friday, and it's Blastzone Mike and Pinky Bob. That's going to be a big-ass show for us. She's got a bunch of stuff planned. She's doing better since she had her wreck. I talked to her a little while ago. She's up moving around. She's ready to rock and roll tomorrow. On Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing a new show with a guy named Tommy Hughes that we're going to be doing wrestling, talking about wrestling. NXT TakeOver Saturday, so we'll be on after that. And then WWE Royal Rumble's on Sunday, and we'll be on after that talking about it. So we've got a lot of stuff planned. There's a lot of stuff for people to go see, to check out. Check out the people who's going to be on the show on my Blastzone Mike Facebook Live. I'm adding some new people today. We're booked all the way to the 15th of next month. It's going to be big people. I can't wait for you to see some of the more people. Go to on Facebook, go to Blastzone Mike and Pinky Bob, and you can see everything that's going on. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9 o'clock with Pinky Bob. Y'all have a good night.